Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
Well, hello. If you are listening to this in replay, you can fast forward past this portion and get right into the show. And if you're new to Fireside, and when you are in the show live, we would love to see you live in the show. There's a couple of things you can do. You can hit any of the three emojis across the bottom at any time during the show. And that's the laugh emoji or the party emoji or the clap emoji at any time during the show. And we'll hear it, we'll hear it, you'll hear it, and the audience will hear it also. So, there's a couple other things with Fireside. The show will be starting in just a few moments. And if you see that the video, when we go to video, that it doesn't fit your screen properly, just pinch it down, and you will see us perfectly after that. If you want to request to come to the stage and speak, or if you just want to type a comment and put that in, the easiest way to do that is to hit the Ask button. Just hit the Ask button and type in your comment or question, or if you want to come to the stage, and we'll get you right on up there. So the show will be starting in just a few moments. Please stand by.
Stay tuned. The show is about to begin.
It'll be just a few more moments and the show will get started. We will be on video, pushing some buttons here to make sure everything works fine, and that will be good. So the show will be starting in just about a moment.
We could just dance the whole
Just
whole
dance.
show.
Hello.
Greetings, everyone. This is I'm Right.
I'm Right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova, if you didn't know.
Everybody knows.
Everybody doesn't know, Jill.
Everybody
not
knows.
Everyone.
Everybody
not everyone.
knows who you are.
No. But I see we have a few people in the audience there. We have Randy. Hi,
Randy.
How are ya? Hope you're doing well.
And we have Charlie.
Charlie's
Hey,
here
Charlie.
too. Good
Nice
to
show
see
tonight.
You. We love seeing people in the audience. Makes us giddy. Just so giddy. Yes. Jill, how are you this evening?
Wrong show.
Jill, you're not. How are you? I just want to know, how are you?
I'm fine, sweetheart. How are
I didn't
you?
say how was your day.
Well,
I said
it
how
sounded
are
like that show.
you?
Just changed a different word
I
here or
said
there.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm much better than
I'm
last
good.
week.
I'm a little tired.
Last week, you all did not see me.
Last week,
And I heard that Stefan stepped up and was the guest host.
Stefan, my man, he came to my rescue.
And I heard that I heard, Stefan, that you've never been on a boys' trip. Interesting.
And apparently, neither have I.
Oh, you haven't either?
That's what
Yes, you
Stefan
have.
told me.
You
Stefan
and Ted have been on a boys' trip.
Stefan said that didn't count. Me going on a getaway with my cousin doesn't count. He said that's
Oh, so
not
it's
a
got to be a group
boys'
of
trip.
friends.
I guess so. I guess he told me it didn't count. Didn't count.
Well, yeah, I would have to say the times I've been on a girls' trip, they were not family members at all. They were friends.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
think I'm overdue.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Bertha's planning like maybe a trip, a island getaway, a long weekend in January
Island getaway. What island?
with Bertha. Who knows?
Who knows what island?
Who knows with her? She's just
Okay.
because every weekend she's someplace different.
She is always someplace different.
And we
Yes.
have Dave and Sam in the audience too. Hey, you all! And
Hey,
if you all
Dave and
didn't know,
Sam.
Dave and Sam's show tonight after hours is their
It's-
last one on Fireside for a while.
They're pulling the plug on Fireside.
I think for a little while. I think they'll be back.
But Fireside has been, for those of us that have been here for a while, Fireside has gone through some changes.
Still going through changes.
Yes, some good changes, some we're still
We won't get into
seeing
that.
yeah, we're still seeing how good other changes are, but yeah, changes.
Yes.
But that's how it is when there's a new platform.
And technology.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
everything changes. But I'm glad that
Sure
I can
does.
adapt to change. But that's not
Yeah.
what tonight's show is about.
It isn't?
Tonight's show is about what does your ideal life entail? What does that look like to you?
Good.
And are you
question.
living your ideal life already?
Are you?
Because if you are,
Are
please
we?
tell us how you're doing it. Because we are not there yet. We're trying, though.
But overall, I would have to say, there's a comment.
Yes. Charlie says, Tony, can you announce Jill's latest honor? He probably doesn't even know. He doesn't
Jill
even
gets
know.
a lot of honors. Jill, what is your latest honor? You don't even know.
Well,
See,
I think I confuse people because I don't. You know how Facebook will bring up previous posts like a memory.
yeah.
So somehow or another, last week I connected with a teacher, one of my favorite teachers from high school. I found him. We connected.
Yes, I
and-
do know about this honor.
Well,
Charlie.
this wasn't an honor. I just connected with according to you, you will never connect with any of your high school teachers. But my high school teachers
I said
loved
I never
me.
have connected with any of my high school teachers.
Okay. Well, my
What is
high
the
school
difference?
teachers loved me. So apparently he had been looking for me. I had been looking for him. We connected. And so he went through my profile and he saw that 2 years ago, I was inducted into my high school's Hall of Fame. So he reposted it, and now everybody thinks that I recently was inducted into my high school's Hall of Fame, but it was really 2 years ago.
Yeah. That's
So
right.
I think that's what
But when
Charlie
did-
is referring
When
to.
did we make that video for that?
Oh,
was-
that was different.
That was different. Oh, what was
So
that one,
after
Jill?
I was inducted into, so I guess that is my latest honor for the high school.
Uh-huh.
So after I was inducted into the Hall of Fame for my high school, this year,
And just let me say hello to Randy real quick. I saw he was there earlier, and I'm glad you're back.
yes.
Yeah. So, hi. I saw you left for a minute.
So this year, the principal of the middle school wanted to have videos from graduates of the high school who could be Black history makers now. So she asked me if I would she asked all of us if we would do a video that I think was only a minute. Wasn't it a minute?
Yeah.
Like a
yeah,
minute,
it was,
minute
it
and a
was
half.
short.
And she had certain things she wanted us to say. But basically she wanted us to talk about, since we graduated from that high school, what we've done in life. So as a Black history moment. And so Tony, of course, set up all of our equipment, the mics, the lights, the camera. And while he was doing all of that, I was practicing my lines. So in one take, I did this
One take,
video. I was very
yes.
proud of myself for
Yeah,
one
I like
take.
one take.
And then sent, and and I
Yes.
even I just happened to have a shirt that says my high school's name on it. And so sent that. And then it turned out that I ended up being the only Black History moment because I was the first one to send mine, and the principal was expecting everyone to be like me. And maybe they didn't have that same background that I have in TV. So,
Yep.
so I was a Black History moment.
No. What honors? We're on honors. And maybe that means you are living your best life. Do you?
Well, best life and ideal life are two
Ideal?
different things to me.
Oh, really?
Very much so.
Hmm.
Because I could be living my best life simply because I'm happy. Most days I'm happy
Yeah.
with my life that I,
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
breathing, that I have a job, that I can work from home, that I really don't have to leave my house because my house is very comfortable for me, that I'm married to you,
Yeah,
that I
baby.
have great family members, I have great friends. If you really look at my life, it's a good life.
So
So
that's
I'm
not
living
an
my best.
ideal life?
No, my ideal life is far different. In my
Explain this to
ideal
me.
life, I would have a writing studio separate, and
Or is this
I would
your
just
dream life?
no. Ideal is like a dream. Ideal life. In my ideal life, I wouldn't have to work, but I would continue to work because I'm a writer, and writers I don't think you can. If you enjoy writing, I don't think you retire from that. I think
writer's
I will
right.
always write.
Writer's right.
So
yes.
I would love to just get up and that's all I have to do
Mhm.
is write. And I would still do some shows with you.
Some? Thanks. I appreciate it.
We might have to hire some producers or something.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
ask Stefan to step in as the producer too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I would just like to get up and express myself openly on paper every day and write what I want to write and not what someone else gives me to do.
That's an ideal life?
That's an ideal life for
it?
me because that's freedom. That's pure freedom for me.
Well, I would say that I'm pretty close to an ideal life for me. For the most part, I'm pretty close. Right now I'm working a little more.
A lot more.
I'm
A lot more. I hardly
involved-
saw you today.
Yeah, I'm involved in a lot of stuff, and I'm doing stuff and more stuff. And it's for myself. I earn my own money, so but it's I'm not a spring chicken anymore.
You're not?
Yeah, I'm not a
Really?
I'm not a youngin. I'm not a youngin
Say it
anymore.
ain't so.
Yeah, so and I never will be the person that much like you, even if I ever my kids. My kids have said that I've retired like 2 or 3 times already. And I keep telling them, no, I haven't retired. I still need to earn a living. I still need to earn money. I still have
There is
bills
a difference
to pay.
between leaving an industry for
Yes,
good
yes,
and retiring.
yes.
There's a difference.
A big difference. So yeah,
I left TV for good, but I'm still a journalist.
yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. So right now I'm working a little more than what I should. Recently I started working on a novel that I put down that I've written. Actually, it was 8 chapters I had written already, and I just stopped writing because I didn't like the way it was going. But I did start on that again recently, within the last 2 or 3 months. However, now I have made myself so busy with other stuff that I haven't worked on it in a few weeks.
Well, stop that.
Yeah, there's other things that just have to
I
be
understand.
done. Just
I
have to
I
be
do
done.
understand.
Um, hopefully, when I get all this other stuff set up the way it's supposed to be, things will settle down a bit, and I can get back to writing. You
I
know.
like what Charlie says about what his ideal life looks like. He says an ideal life for me would be podcasting and playing music Monday through Friday. I'm a simple guy. And of course, being paid for it. That's the key, right? Being paid for it.
But they say, um, if you're doing what you love, you love it because you do it whether you get paid or not.
I always thought a billionaire wrote that because sure, we all want to feel like we all want to love what we do, right? We want to spend our time doing the things we love.
Yeah.
But we still want people to pay us for it and pay us what we're worth,
Yeah.
right? Or at least I do.
Yeah. And
I hardly do anything for free anymore
um,
except for this.
there are several creators in our audience tonight, and we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't love it. Okay.
Yep. And
Um,
speaking of that, when I said that, I thought when we were talking about Dave and Sam in their
mhm.
last show on Fireside, Dave says he's going to get into all of that in an hour in their show.
And in their show
Yep.
in an hour. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's cool. That's cool. And getting back to Dave and Sam actually really quick. And it is on this topic of, us doing what we love to do. Um, who loves it more between Jill and I?
But I didn't have to tell you all that, did I?
However, but I couldn't. I couldn't. Well, I'm not going to say I couldn't do it without Jill, but I do it well with Jill. I do it better.
Well, I
with
mean,
Jill.
everybody knows my background is producing. So
Yeah.
that's why you're enjoying it more than me because it feels like my producing days.
Yeah, but
It's fun, don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy that we control our shows as opposed to working for
Yeah.
someone else and they control what content we do and how we do it and what we do and all of that. So I do appreciate that we're all of us creators can create what we want and we will always own it. I
Yeah,
love that.
that's a big
I love
deal.
that.
That's
Yeah, it
actually
is.
a really
It's
big
a really
deal.
big deal. Trust me. Trust and believe. That's a big
Yes,
deal.
that is a
Because
big
as you
deal.
know, I've developed like big franchises, video franchises. And
Mhm.
I had to, when I left that workplace, I had to let it go.
Let it go. They own it.
They own it.
They own it. They own it. So, but yeah, so living an ideal life, if we're able to do our podcast, our vodcast, and bring in the income with it, and I'm not talking about piddly income. That's what I'm not talking about. Like we have one, isn't it one course on listenable?
About
Unlistenable.
empathy.
About empathy. It's an empathy course and we've made a few dollars. And I mean a few dollars.
Yeah, it's like, well, we were
But
surprised. We get paid quarterly, as many
yeah,
platforms like that do. They pay you by clicks and views and things like that.
it-
And like one quarter, it was literally a penny. Another quarter, it was $1. And we're like, hey,
yeah,
more people watch it. And
sometimes
then the
it's
last quarter,
16.
it was $50 or
Yeah,
something. And we were like,
$48
how did that
or
happen?
something. But the content's there, and you never know when people, will just click on it, listen to it. The more they listen, the more money we make, and it's just there.
Yeah.
So,
But more people are noticing it. Just yesterday, and I know this audience has heard me talk about that creative people should be on LinkedIn because I know firsthand that a lot of opportunities that we get or I get it's because someone found me on LinkedIn. So, Charlie, at first when you were talking about my latest honor, I didn't know if you were talking about, and someone interviewed me recently and posted it in their journalism, an organization's newsletter, and they did a whole feature about me. Interestingly, about burnout though, which I thought, why am I that like I am not the model child for how to handle burnout. But LinkedIn creators, if you're not on LinkedIn, you should get on LinkedIn because you never know who's looking at you. So just yesterday, someone wanted to connect with me because they saw that we do empathy courses on Listenable.
Oh,
And
from
they
the
are
listenable thing.
and they are an empathy scholar, for lack of a better word. So they were like, well, maybe we could do something together sometime or something like that. So, creators, get on LinkedIn if you're not there already, because people are always looking, and if you use the right keywords about what you enjoy doing, that's how they're going to find you. So, Connie, welcome, Connie. We didn't say hi to you and Ronaldo, but hello.
Hi.
And Connie wrote her ideal life includes great health. That's key.
Oh, yeah.
Prosperity through my art. Again, a creative person. And if you ever watch my Wait With Me show, I have her art all as part of my background. So she fabulous art. And we have her art all over this house too. So fabulous artist. Plus, her ideal life includes lots of love and hugs.
Love and hugs. Woohoo!
We all need love.
Yes. Yes, but those are all great things to live a ideal life. And like I said, I'm pretty good. Family is good. There's not like a whole bunch of drama. Everybody, all of our family members are doing well, health wise.
And I like our family members.
Yeah, financially, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Opening new businesses,
yep.
and so it's good. It's like a good life.
But see, that's to me, that's a happy life. So if I could have that plus the freedom of doing the work I want to do every day, then I would love that.
Yes.
And you're welcome, Connie. Connie said thank you for what I said. You're welcome. But it's true. Her art is wonderful.
So but I guess before the show I didn't understand the difference between
ideal and happy.
Yeah, to me it's like the same. I don't know.
Well, are you happy now with your life?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I only have one aspect that I think I'm working a little too much.
You are. You most
right now.
You definitely are.
Just right now. Hopefully that'll change in about a month, maybe. But right now, I'm working a little too hard. But that's what it's like when you start another business. In the beginning, you gotta work crazy. Well, you always kind of gotta work hard at it, but especially in the beginning when you're trying to set everything up, build everything, get everything together, then it'll be a little smoother.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that because many people whose ideal life includes having, working for themselves, many people don't understand that it takes a while before a business, gains traction at all. We have said on this show before that we consider our vodcasts, our fireside shows, a part of a business. So we approach it that way. And so when you have a business, you have to keep going regardless of what's happening or what's not happening or whether you have an audience or not. You just keep going in hopes that as this platform, in this case, as the platform grows and develops and, they, meet each of their milestones, then if you stick with it that long, then hopefully it picks up once they reach their milestone, if that makes sense.
Well, it does make sense, but with that, we know that don't put all your eggs in one basket.
We definitely know that. That's why we also believe in multiple
do know
streams of
that.
income.
We
Yes.
do know that. So we're doing that
We
also.
absolutely know that. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty close to an ideal life. I do, as many of you know, that I have hopefully retired from trucking for good this time. But I spent many years on the road, traveling all over the country. And one thing that I missed out on in all those years, I've been everywhere, but I haven't been everywhere. So I haven't spent time in so many places, just leisure time. I was always working. So I want to travel. And really now I want to have more time to not only travel throughout the country, but throughout the world. I haven't done that. I've been out of the country a few times, but I want to be like one of our relatives. It's always in a different part of the world.
Which is who I was talking about at the top of the show. It's like, yeah, when she says an island getaway, you never really know where that is.
Yeah, see, she can pop up anywhere, in almost anywhere in the world. I haven't seen her pop up in Russia.
I don't think that's on her list.
So, but I'm not trying to pop into Russia either. I do know people that have been to Russia.
Yes, we both do.
And not one of those people ever said it was a pleasant experience.
Well, one person had a pleasant experience there.
And then they didn't.
No.
I don't know. Maybe that's somebody and I
Well, you
don't
know her too. But she was there as part of her job. She was shooting something.
Yeah.
And got, special access. So that's different than if you just, yeah.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, I would
Russia.
like to get back to traveling. In undergrad, I was an international studies student.
I know.
And one of the reasons I chose that major at that particular college was because if you had that major, you had to spend an entire semester abroad. So I was like, oh, well, I have to go abroad for 6 months, And it was, it still ranks as one of the best things, best trips I've ever been on because I was there for 6 months. And
6 months.
And
that's a long time.
Yeah. And 3 of those months, we're staying with a family that spoke no English. So I had to learn Italian.
Mhm.
And I learned it because they didn't speak English, so
had no
I got really
choice.
good at Italian. And then, the second half was in England, which England was just kind of to me. So I went, but in Europe, it's easy to travel to a different country. So that's how I spent most of my time while I was in England, except for the theater district. I like their theater district.
Cool.
The theater. Oh, we recently went to the theater.
We did go to the theater.
Yes, we
on
did.
Tuesday?
No, it was a Saturday night, sweetheart.
It was Saturday
Why would
night.
you think it was a Tuesday night? You have a show on Tuesday nights.
I have a show on Saturday night sometimes.
Well, not that one.
Okay.
So, yes, last Saturday night we went to see a comedy. It was about 4 women who decided they were going to break out of a nursing home on the 4th of July. So
Yeah.
it was called, it was another version of Independence Day, gave new meaning to independence.
Yes, and one of
And it was a comedy.
Yeah, and one of the actors was a friend of ours.
Yes, which was fun. She's
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
funny
she's
anyway.
fun.
She's very dramatic anyway. So she's just fun to be around. But yeah, my ideal life. But I am living that life now. My ideal life and my current life involve being around creative people and supporting artists, because that's just always been my love. The arts.
Yeah, we do that.
We do.
We do that.
Yes, we already do that. Yes, we do.
Ideal life, do more of that.
Yes.
Yes. That's ideal life. Do more of that.
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll get
So does
there.
anyone want to
We'll
come
get
to
there.
the stage and talk about their
We would
ideal life, or
love
is anyone
to
already
hear.
living their ideal life?
That's
Because
a
if
good
you
question.
are, I really
And-
want to know how you got there.
And does money have any bearing on living an ideal life? Does it?
For us, it does, because I have very expensive taste. Call me bougie if you want to. That's just how I was born. Ask my mama.
Yeah. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Only nobody told your mom.
Well, she figured it out really quickly. We have Charlie on the stage. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Nothing much. We can barely hear you.
All right, what about now?
That's a little better.
All right, let's try this.
That's a little better. I can turn you up on this end if we need to.
Maybe I should get away from this fan, I guess.
No,
We
I
can
gotta
hear you
stay
now.
there.
We can hear you.
I done turned you up on this end, so you're good.
Okay. I think, I'm living half of my ideal life, I'm almost there. Just want to get away from that routine job, even though, like I mentioned about podcasting and DJing, I like that to be my source of income, and I do love that. Excuse me. And like Joe said, I mean, Tony asked, I think money is important when it comes to the ideal life, because money, as humans, we stress money a lot, whatever it may be.
Right.
Got to make sure that things are paid and done right. And so if you don't have the money, I think that it's just going to make it harder to be ideal, so
Yeah.
I think that's important.
I agree. And
Yeah.
if we want to count our blessings, like you, Charlie, you retired from a job that you receive a pension from, if I'm not mistaken.
True.
Which is good. So like you're just a little extra, when you work, just for that little extra, that little extra cushion. Then where I worked for myself my whole life and have had throughout the years different financial things go bad and all of that. So I'm still working.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of okay with that because I am not the type of person that's gonna sit home on
That
the
is
couch
not you at
and
all.
watch television.
Nope.
I'm not. I knock on wood. Hopefully, I will never be that person. I will always be doing something.
But there's nothing wrong with that either. If someone wants to spend their ideal life doing that, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but my thing is, as long as I'm doing what I like or love, I'm okay. So what? I'm older.
Did you guys hear my wife swearing at me on I'm right?
No,
That didn't go over. That was
no,
oh man, because I would have used that recording and that would have been nice for my podcast.
Why
She
was
didn't
your wife
realize-
swearing at you?
She's trying to tell me to be quiet, right? And I'm like, just giving her all these expressions, and then she said, "You're an asshole." So I wish it was on recording because I would have used that for the podcast.
Oh my gosh!
Shucks, man.
No, we didn't catch it. We didn't catch
would've
it.
been
No,
great.
sorry.
Yeah, she's that would have went perfect. But I think that the believe it or not, what Jill does at home and work, working at home, that's that. I got sort of envy, because that's what I would like to do, and I probably could do something like that. That's in my wheelhouse.
You absolutely
Um,
could. Yes.
yeah, and I don't know, it just putting it together. Maybe that fear factor and all that, but you know, at least if I go to work for someone, I know that I'm going to get a paycheck in 1 week or 2 weeks. So
Uh-huh. Yeah,
that's
that is the difference.
hmm
Well, Charlie, if you're really serious about that, I'll share some resources when I hear of gigs similar to mine. Because
okay.
you're right. I really, out of every job I've had, this is the one that's closest to my ideal life
Mm,
because I don't have to drive anywhere to get there, and I get to talk about books all day, and I get to read and write all day. So you're right. It's the
yeah.
closest to my ideal life I've ever come, where I've worked for someone, but still working for someone else.
Mhm.
But if you're interested in that, I'm happy to share my sources
Okay.
and contacts and
Sure.
network.
Thank you. Thank you. Um,
Absolutely.
but
Cool.
I'm going to leave the stage. I just like, today I'm full of energy today, so I had to come on. And
All right.
That's
Hey,
good.
and so I was in your show earlier, like
As was I.
really earlier,
And I
not
enjoyed
really
it.
yes,
earlier, a little while ago,
yes.
and I saw you sweating on the upstairs floor,
hmm
and I guess there's no AC up there,
the craziest
or
thing, there's a AC near the window, but for
near the
me to get to
window.
the AC, I gotta clear out some stuff and just put it in. But I'm never ever ever I'm not up there anymore because I'm doing my podcast at the radio
Okay,
station.
okay,
So,
yeah. Well,
but it's much cooler down here. It's about 60 downstairs, and that feels good.
oh yeah. When I grew up in on Long Island, um, a lot of people in the South don't realize that most houses in in the Northeast were built with no AC.
hmm
There's no AC unless you got a window air conditioner or
Correct.
or something else, and you still might not have a window air conditioner
hmm
because my more or less a mild summer
Yes.
compared to here. So I grew up. My bedroom was in the attic
hmm
Mm.
and stayed up there for many years without an air conditioner.
hmm
A fan in one window and a fan in the other window. That was it.
Can
So,
I'll tell you a quick story. And so since your apartment or your room was similar to mine, I had an apartment that there was a window in the attic on one end and one on the next end. So in the summertime, I had to open both windows so I can get that crosswind. And if you didn't open both of the windows, it made it even worse. Like the window that was open, it would just push all the hot air all over the place. So, but that was perfect for me because outside that window was a fire escape. So I could sometimes just sit out there in that fire escape and chill out.
yeah,
But so, but anyways, the Northeast is it's crazy. If
yeah,
you don't have
y-
central air, it's that's you definitely have to have it.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. And what's the same with the attic I lived in growing up. I could put one fan in one window, which was blowing in, and a fan at the other window blowing out.
hmm
And at night, it would get down into the 68 degrees up there,
sure,
which
yeah,
was nice. But during the day, you don't want to be up there in the middle of the day,
no,
fans or not.
not at all. Well, I didn't have to worry about that because most of the time during the day, probably like you, I was at work. So
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
just to sleep comfortable. I had to do it just like you did it, you know.
Yeah, that's right. But a lot of people don't know, living up in the Northeast and a lot of places out west that are in the North, they don't have AC either. For a long time, a lot of the cars didn't even have AC
Hmm.
if you lived in a northern
That's it.
state.
You and I are that age where we cranked our windows open.
That's right. Roll them up, roll them down.
and
That's
So,
right.
so your ideal life doesn't include
My
living in the
ideal
Northeast?
life includes AC.
Mhm.
Does it include living in the Northeast?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
Nah.
you have
I
to
would like to
be.
live by the ocean or some major body of water.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, me too.
the ocean is very, very important to me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't live anywhere else without without a water view. So if I moved kind of central United States, I would have to live near a pond, a lake, stream, something like that. It's very, very important.
Yeah,
Um,
that's yeah.
I think that's the Sagittarius in all of us.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
We're all water
Sagittarius.
creatures.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and we have I think you know this author. She knows that author.
Do you want me to hold it up?
Yeah, sure.
Very nice. Yeah. I can't wait
So
for her book signing. She's awesome.
yeah, her birthday is the same as ours also.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what her first poem is about.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. So
And,
yeah, it's a trip. It's a
yeah,
trip.
it's
But
nice.
yeah, me too. I do miss the ocean. When I was in Long Island, I didn't have a view of the ocean, but it was a 20-minute drive
Hmm.
to the ocean.
Yeah.
I
Even
can go whenever I want it.
that
And
was
you
too.
worked on the ocean at one point.
Yeah, I've had jobs on the ocean, well, at the beach. Even when I was an architectural draftsman, I could walk out the front door of my job and be at the water, which was cool.
So I
You know,
think we
Where-
all we are all in agreement that that's part of our ideal life. You know.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So hopefully we'll get to the ocean one day.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I grew up in a national park that was a forest,
Hmm.
had trees and caves, no water. But when I got old enough to go to college and grad school, interestingly, every single school I went to was by
feature.
either either a river or Lake Michigan.
That was probably the reason why you selected it. Probably.
Probably. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
until later. But I did, one of my favorite spots in undergrad, if I just wanted to get away from people or think or whatever, was the Mississippi River was a mile walk away.
Wow.
So I would always walk down to the river and just sit, look at the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta take a ride down the river, Mississippi, and I want to just do that for historic purposes. You know.
That would be
Right.
great. When you end up in New Orleans, let us know. We'll come meet you there.
That sounds like a plan. But I think there's going to be a lot of selection in 2024 of what my next trip is going to be. So, but yeah, that's on my bucket list. So we'll see.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a nice poetry book for me. So
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
I'm gonna leave the stage so Stefan can get on and start singing or something like that. You know. Yeah.
Wait, you got Stefan to sing at some point? Did I miss that? Did that happen last week?
It's just wishful
No,
thinking.
Stefan
you know,
didn't sing in the show last week.
I'm gonna bring him up and see if he'll sing now.
He didn't sing in the show last week.
He didn't.
No.
Are you sure?
No. Well, thanks
I don't know what you all did last
thanks for
week.
coming to the stage, Charlie. We
Yes,
Okay.
thank
appreciate
you,
it.
Charlie.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So now I'm thinking maybe I'm not living my ideal life. I'm not on the ocean. I'm not living
I
on the
told you there was a
lake. I'm
difference.
not. So maybe I am not living my ideal life. Um, and for those of you that know my boat saga, that
Oh,
I've
you're getting
been,
closer though.
oh yeah, I'm going to finish
Yeah,
maybe in 2 months. Yeah,
it's really
see,
slow. I can't get him up.
yeah,
He might
I
be
can.
driving anyway.
Yeah, he might be. He probably can't talk. But yeah, the boat saga. I'm moving along, moving along. I have rebuilt the transom. Actually, everything is rebuilt in the boat now. I'm fiberglass and everything. Gonna be fiberglassing the stringers and then the deck, and then I put the top cap back on the boat, and then I put the engine back on the boat, and then I'm gonna get on the water. And fortunately, we live 15 minutes from the second largest lake here in Georgia.
So how long? So all of that you
Yeah.
just said, like a lot of it was Greek to me. But how long is that going to take?
If I don't work on other stuff, that's the problem.
Oh, well, that's
So
true.
I do it when I have time. Sometimes it's 2 hours, sometimes it's 4 hours. I do it when I have time. So it can take a little while. I'm thinking by September I'll be back on the water. That's what I'm hoping.
September, huh?
That is my hope.
That's a good time to go too, because then you
It's
don't have all
cooler.
the
Yeah.
summer people.
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, I prefer going, well, to the lake. I prefer going off season because it's just so crowded out there. But then when I go fishing, I go to the Coosa River up
Ugh, I
in
do not like
Rome,
that river.
Georgia.
I did not like that
I
river.
know, I know. It's not pretty.
It's not pretty. It's really ugly. It's like really ugly.
Good fishing though.
Well, we
Good
know how
fishing.
I am about fishing and how
Yeah,
you feel I am about
yeah. You
fishing.
won't be coming with me.
So that
Yeah.
we agree on.
Yes, we do.
Leave Jill at home when you go to
That,
Coosa River.
that's right. That's right. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll get me closer to my ideal life because now I know I am not living my ideal life, and
We
I
had to
need
do
to
this
find
show for
my
you to know that.
ideal. Yes, because we started this show, and I'm pretty close to my ideal life. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not close to my ideal life. No. Now I got something else to put on my list. I need to live my ideal life. That's what I need to do.
Well, the good news is that I do believe we're both working, and it sounds like Charlie is too, toward our ideal life.
Yeah, but I want to do it before I get too old, you know?
What's
Then I
too
can.
old? What age?
Well, let's put it this way. I want to be healthy enough to do all the things that I want to do that makes me have a ideal life. I want to be healthy
That is
enough.
key.
So, and I know what it's like to not be healthy. And so does Jill.
I definitely know.
And
I wasn't healthy last week.
we're
definitely
talking
know.
about long term, not being
Oh
healthy
yeah.
for a
Well,
long
6 years
period
is a
of
long time to not
Yeah,
to not be
that
well.
was for you. And anyway, so yeah,
Charlie
yeah,
says it's time to create your list of things again.
I need a list. Well, I do.
Wait,
have
I do better.
Actually,
I'm glad you said that because I do
Yeah.
better when I write it down.
yeah. Well, I make
Because
lists
then I can,
every
and I do
day.
vision boards. I know some
Yeah.
people think that's too woo woo, but vision board helps me
Cool. Whatever works.
because
is
I'm a
good.
visual person.
But it's good. Yeah, but yeah, I need to and I don't want to call it a bucket list, but that's one of the things that we spoke about last week in this show when you weren't here, Jill.
A bucket list?
Well, not a bucket list, but just things that we would like to do like on a guy trip.
And where would you all go anyway? If you, Charlie,
Hey,
and Stefan
Stefan,
went on a
check
guy
this
trip,
out.
where would you go?
Well, Stefan.
And who would plan it?
Stefan wants to go to the Bahamas. But Stefan, Jill has a problem with us going to the Bahamas.
I have this, I guess it was unwritten and I see you. I can see you. I guess Tony didn't understand that if you've gone someplace with your wife on your honeymoon, when you return, you should not leave your wife at home.
You mean like if I return to the Bahamas?
Correct. We went to the Bahamas for our honeymoon.
But we've been. Stefan has not been.
Well, Stefan could go. He didn't marry me, so he could
But
go.
it's a guy
and
trip.
He didn't have a
It's
honeymoon.
a guy trip.
Well, y'all need to go
There
someplace
is-
different.
There is nothing that says because we went there on our honeymoon
You should
that
think
I
of that
cannot
place
go
as
back.
the place where you had your honeymoon.
Did
I
you
thought I
accept?
accepted it.
Let's see. Did it accept now? Everything's
know.
working.
Everything's-
No,
there he
he's
is.
up there. He's up
Okay.
there.
Hi, Stefan.
Stefan.
Hi, Jill. How are
There-
you?
There
I'm
you
much
are.
better, thank you. How are
Can you hear
you?
me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm good.
Are you? You're not
I'm gonna
driving right
turn you
now, are
down
you?
'cause you guys are. No. I just got home today.
Oh, good. Good.
So
Yeah.
you want to go to the Bahamas?
So I do want to go to the Bahamas. Tony did not tell me last week that that's where you guys had your honeymoon.
See,
I didn't think it
So-
mattered.
Apparently, it's a sacred place. I'm not married to Jill, so I can go. But maybe she feels that if you go back there without her, you might get married again to someone else.
No, I'm
no,
not
that's
getting
not what
married
I'm
again.
thinking.
I don't
just want him to
understand.
always think of the Bahamas as where we had our honeymoon. And if he creates new memories there, I want them to be with me. But you could go
But they're
anywhere
not- they're
else
not-
you want.
They're not romantic memories with me and Charlie.
I
No,
know.
It's
They're
different.
just, they're guy memories. We're not
Says
out there
God,
having
different.
some romantic.
It's
Free
like
or
saying
something.
if we had got married in Las Vegas, that I can't ever go back to Las Vegas without you. That's ridiculous.
We didn't get married in the Bahamas.
Well, we went
had
on our honeymoon,
So
and
that's
if
where
we went,
all your memories from the Bahamas need to be about me.
that's insane.
I am joking about that. But I am joking. But I just feel like there's so many other places you all could go besides there.
But that's not where Stefan wanted to go.
So, Stefan, you only had one place on your list of places you want to go?
Actually, I have another one. I'm going to Thailand next year for my Dirty 30.
Dirty
Alright.
30?
Yes,
I
I will be
didn't know there was
30
such a
next
thing.
year.
Really? You haven't heard of that?
And
I never did a dirty
Uh,
30.
because I think like only women really use the term Dirty 30. And I'm like, well, I want to use it now too.
I wanna use
Next year, I'm going to go to Thailand because it's actually, I've been doing a lot of research. It's relatively cheap to stay in Thailand. The only expensive part is getting there.
It's getting there, right?
So the flight's like around maybe 1,300, which I mean isn't bad. But everything else is like really dirt cheap. And then the conversion rate between our money and their money, like we literally live like kings over there. Here in America we're poor, but over there we're pretty rich. I mean,
Mhm.
$500 here is like $17,000 in their money, and it's like, oh, I can really live it up. I can get a nice fancy hotel. I can get all the food I want and not be judged. So that's where I'm going.
That sounds like a great destination. Didn't Erica go to Thailand?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
been everywhere. Yeah, but yeah, I won't be going to Thailand with you. That's too
What?
far.
I was gonna say you could go to
I want to go to
Well,
Fiji. I want to go to Fiji.
well,
I want to
Jill,
go
give
to the
me a list of
Maldives.
places that we can go that are
Yeah,
Jill
I'm
approved places.
Jill approved places, but I'm thinking
Jill
some
approved
place where it
places.
doesn't take us like 18, 20 something hours to get there.
I mean, we can always go to Las Vegas or go somewhere. I mean, it's a guy's trip, so it's more about us having fun than truly the destination.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll work it out.
You could go anywhere but the Bahamas. I'm still
Oh
sticking with
man,
that.
I thought you switched on that. I thought you said, no, it's all right. I was only joking.
No, I said I was joking that your memories have to be with me, but I still stand by. You can go anywhere else in the world.
Gee.
I know it must be rough.
Anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Or you all
Stefan,
could
that's
go
rough.
like one part of well, actually there are a lot of different parts of Bahamas. So you all can go one place and I'll go another.
Huh?
Yep.
Huh? So that means
You all can have your boys'
everybody
trip.
turns-
Huh?
I'm like, you all can have your boys' trip and I could go to the Bahamas too. But just not hanging with you all.
No.
What's wrong with
That's no
that?
good.
Why not?
That's no good. That's no.
How is that not good?
You'll be by yourself.
I didn't say I would be by myself.
Are you bringing somebody with
I
you?
can bring Bertha.
That's
I can have people.
not the same.
How is that not the same?
That's not the same.
As what?
Oh, we're going on this guy's trip, but my wife is here too, but she's staying over there.
She's on the other
that-
island.
Yeah, that don't make any sense. That don't make no sense.
I'm just joking about that too. You all can go wherever you want.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I'll have my
Okay.
own party back here while you're gone.
Yeah, but but
I'll get the
Stefan is
sister-in-laws
young.
together.
He'll be
It'll be
going.
our little posse.
Yeah. He'll be going with two old dudes. We might not be able to hang. Stefan, come on, let's go, man. I'm
We're tired.
man.
No, but she invited me.
We had to find somebody that he can hang with while he's there.
That's why I said a cruise ship would have been perfect. That way it has, something for you and something for me too. So when you guys, get old and want to go to bed,
you'll be
I can still find something to
surprised.
do.
You
I
turned
used
down
to-
a cruise?
I used to be. No, I didn't. Well, I've been on one cruise.
Yeah, but that was not a good
Wasn't-
gauge.
Wasn't a good gauge, but I like to, when I get to a destination, and we discuss this, I just want to chill at that destination.
You can do
and I
that
want
with
to
a
get
cruise.
to know
You get
the
off,
people.
you go,
And it's
at ports.
rush. You get off, go
Well,
to
you
port,
do
rush,
have a
rush,
certain
rush,
time
rush,
you have
rush.
to be back, but
Yeah, but no, I was telling them how, what a good time we had when we were in we were in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
not on a cruise.
Not on a cruise, but we
Oh.
watched the cruise people.
Oh, yes. we did.
and all the
Yes.
locals like, oh, you guys aren't
Yeah,
cruise
because we were
people."
chill, and they were like, "Oh, what time is it? We have to get back on the boat because you don't want to miss your ride."
No, you don't want
I think I messed up on my first cruise because I went by myself, and so like I had no one to control who I was, and so like I go to the port, and the port is just lined up with crap that you don't need for this cruise ship, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like Walmart. So I'm like going through, they're like,
You
"Oh,
just
you want this?"
buying
I'm like-
stuff.
I'm like, yes, I'll take the drink package. Yes, I'll take this. Not knowing.
Wow.
Well, that sounds like fun, though.
I'm like, hold on.
Well. So yeah, the cruise. I don't know.
I don't think you can judge going on a cruise based on that experience that we had, because that was not a
It was
that was not a
it
good
was very interesting.
ship.
And I knew that if I went on a cruise again, it needed to be like
It had to be upgrade.
it had to be like Celebrity Cruise
Yeah.
or one of the
Yeah.
high dollar cruises.
Yep.
But I don't know.
An ideal life,
Yes.
though.
Let's see. We'll set something up.
Okay.
Yeah, we will.
I have an
Well.
ideal life. Can you not hear
What'd
me?
you say?
Yep.
I said
Say
I
it again.
ideal-
Nah, you're breaking up.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Technical difficulties. But Jill, we're almost at an hour.
I know that
already.
hour went by
So,
really quickly.
Yeah, so
I have to
we
see.
might. Whoop,
Excuse me. Woo.
couldn't hit the switch fast enough.
Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
I was gonna bleep that
Can you,
out.
can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
We can hear you.
So I have an ideal life.
You already do?
No, I don't. Oh, trust me, no, not even close. I'm living a decent life right now, but my ideal life would be to have my own apartment, right? Because now I have a roommate. Have my own apartment. Have a like a butler come into my room and like open my shades for me and like have my coffee ready for me just how I like it. And then, I have an ideal car, which is a Jeep Wrangler outside. And then my cabinets matches my kitchen, and I have a front room with like really nice furniture in it. And then my ideal job is actually where Jill used to work, that network. And I would go in and I would be on TV and I would tell people how to live their life and things I don't like about their life. And then after I get off from work, I would come home, I would do my podcast. I would have like maybe 2 crew members to help with editing. So then I don't have to do it. And then, my butler would make my dinner for me. I would come in, play my video games at that point, and then I would go to bed. And I would just do it all over again.
I really
I
like
know
that.
Jill likes
I
that
love
plan.
that. I love that plan. I love that plan. And I still have my contacts at that particular network. So when you're ready to start giving advice, let me know.
Don't let Jill get you excited. don't let Jill let you get excited. It's not like, hey, I got this friend Stefan. Why don't you hire him? Okay, yeah, we'll hire him. It don't work that way.
Well, the
You
way
know
it
it
does
doesn't.
work is, you'd have to put together like a demo reel, maybe from one of your shows and, where you're offering advice. And all I have to do is show that to certain people.
Don't let Jill. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that.
I can help
Stefan,
people.
Don't believe the
I
hype.
can help people.
You can help people if they have a journalism degree.
No.
If-
What he's talking about is you're not talking about being a journalist. You're talking about being a contributor where you offer your opinions, right?
No, journalism.
Oh, well then, yeah. Okay. Then believe Tony. If you just wanted to go on and give your opinion and tell people how to live their life, I got your back.
Yeah, because I don't want this show to be over and you'll be like, Jill's going to get me a job as a journalist and I'm going to be on air. No.
But you would make a really good contributor, so you might want to think about that.
I don't know what a contributor.
A contributor is exactly what you were describing, where you come on They asked you, like, you're not the host, you're not the anchor, you don't have to go anywhere to report. But when they have certain stories and they need someone to talk about that story, and they need someone to offer opinions, that's called a contributor.
Oh,
Yeah.
then I'll do
You're
that
kind of the
instead. I don't want to be a
expert.
journalism.
Huh?
I said I'll do that instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
But you can even
Being a journalist is overrated.
Yeah, you can even become a contributor if you're an influencer, or
Mhm.
if your show, really gets a big audience and people like to hear your advice.
Yep.
That can happen.
They may call you.
That can happen.
Yep.
And then it is good to
And they
have
and,
a
and
word
they get
from
paid
someone.
well.
Yeah, you come in, do your thing,
Gone. Yep.
Seriously,
That's
come
that's
in,
the
do
way to
your
go.
thing,
If
get
you want to be
paid,
on
gone.
TV, skip all that journalism crap and just be there as a contributor.
Yeah, because you would not like the environment.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You wouldn't.
You would not. Nope.
You don't fit that environment.
Oh, 'cause I'm not
The
white.
people we like do not fit that environment. That is true.
Yeah.
You have to be a certain type, have a certain type A personality. And I don't mean just outgoing. I mean, you have to have a certain type of
Dog
personality.
eat dog, backstabbing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. But as a
Rough.
contributor, you come in, have your say, and leave and let them do what they do.
Yeah. So that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
But we know we got other plans for you too. But
But
that
see,
can add to it.
that's why I
That
asked
can
to it.
add
That's
to
why I
it.
was talking about it.
That's right. That
Yeah.
can add to
That
it.
other plan that we see you doing, Stefan, that plays into this, what we're
Yeah,
talking about.
That could work. That could happen.
Okay.
That could happen. That could happen.
See how he came full circle? Like, don't listen to Jill. Don't listen to Jill. Don't listen to Jill.
you had-
Oh, that could happen.
Yeah, that could happen. But that other thing, you're gonna be.
Because I'm right on this.
No, you weren't right in the beginning.
No, I knew what I was talking
it was
about. You two were talking about something
You-
different, but I knew what I was talking about.
You were not specific,
I knew what I was talking about.
but you weren't specific.
Well, it became,
you need to be specific.
but it became that way. You now understand
Yes.
what I was saying.
I explained it to you.
I explained
I
it to you.
explained it to you.
I
What
explained it to
Stefan
you.
was looking for. I explained it to you. I got you on track.
I got you both on track because now you understand where the direction he needs to go. Because I'm right.
Anyway, I'm right. I'm right about this. Anyway, yeah, it's about time to end the show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's past
Yeah,
time.
we got to go over to Dave and Sam.
Yeah, their last show on
Yeah,
Fireside.
It's starting now. So yeah, we're gonna get over to that and see how that's going.
Yep.
So anyway, we're gonna end this show.
We're out.
We want to thank everyone
Thank
that
you
came
all.
tonight.
And I love everyone's
And-
plan for their ideal life. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and Randy, come back next week, Wednesday. We'd love to see you again. We'd love to hear you too, and see what you have to say on I'm Right, and to see how right you are. All right, well, cool. Well, we love you all. Don't know what the show is next week. I don't remember.
We have it planned, we just don't remember.
So yeah, we do love you all. We're gonna get out of here. The music is playing. I'm gonna turn off video.
Yep. Tony's
And-
back on Saturday.